It is the largest book festival in the state. The Detroit Festival of Books returns to Eastern Market July 16th for the 6th year. To tell us more about the event, we are joined by the founder and chairman of BookFest, Ryan Place, as well as the director of markets at Eastern Market, Lonnie Thomas. Thank you both for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
So tell us about the event. Obviously, a book fair and just, I imagine, thousands of books.
Thousands of books, thousands of people. It's a free event. It's 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All types of books, comic books, vinyl records. And what's also cool is, in addition to the used and collectible books, there are authors there selling their own books, which is cool because you can interact with them, get a signature, and makes it interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And to have it at Eastern Market, obviously that's a special place in the heart of this city.
Actually, you are 100% correct. Eastern Market is a home in our city, and having the book fair there, it also invites everyone to the vibe of the Sunday market, which is not the regular all about the food situation like
It's all about the books.
Right, it's all about the things, and the books is one of those things. You will see antiques there. You're going to see designers, people with their own clothing designs and things of that nature. And then you're going to get the music vibe. We have a DJ, Seven Wells, on site. And there's plenty of food. We have food trucks throughout the entire market. The entire market is open and dedicated to the small businesses in the city of Detroit.
And we're seeing it right here, the annual Detroit Festival of Books. 100 vendors you're going to have on hand.
Yeah, that's 100 vendors for the Book Fest itself. But then you expand into the Sunday market and you have 132 more. So you'll have about 200 plus vendors to explore for a day from the time of 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. So good times, good vibes, good books, and good things.
Absolutely.
We're talking about how this is the 6th time you guys have held this. Is it expanding over the years? And among the reasons I would imagine is because bookstores have kind of vanished. You think of Walden Books and all sorts of other bookstores that have just gone out of business. And so this gives people an opportunity to not just buy books online, but to really just see them in person.
Absolutely. It expands exponentially every year, it feels like. It's definitely hard to compete with, Amazon, but the love of books is still there. It's never gone away. And what's cool too about BookFest is you can get exposed to stuff that you may not have even knew existed, and you can interact with the people. And like Lonnie said, there's music, there's food. We're coming up on our 6th annual, and I approached Lonnie a few years back, and she was immediately on board with it. She's like, "I'm with it. Let's do this." And the thing just kind of snowballed from there and took on a life of its own.
How did it start? And why did it start?
I was at John King Bookstore in downtown Detroit, John King, and I was thinking that there are so many book lovers in the city. There's a lot of booksellers. There's so much culture here. Let's put everything together and let's just have a party. And that's really what it is. BookFest is a party that celebrates books.
Yeah, and you can't think of a better place to have it than obviously at Eastern Market. And so when you see all of these people come together and you see people on hand for this, obviously the traffic through Eastern Market is just going to be just very, very crowded space.
Yes, it's crowded, but it's roomy, and it's very vivacious. So people come down there for the books, and they're excited about everything that we have to offer for that day. And then they see that Eastern Market is not just a place where you can get your fruits and vegetables. It's a place where you can come and enjoy yourself. And I was so excited to have the Book Fest on a Sunday market. It has been one of our most successful events thus far. And our Sunday market has only been born for about 9 years.
Sure, and in the days of Kindle and everything else and being able to read books really online through the computer, if you want to call it, for lack of better terms,
Right.
To be able to get your hands physically on a book, sometimes it just feels good.
It makes a difference having that tactile sensation. It definitely, there's a certain intimacy with it. But what's cool too about BookFest is it's interactive. So there's a lot of stuff going on outside. We have Brilliant Detroit there, Arts and Scraps, Birdie's Bookmobile. They're doing a children's book donation drive. So if you have kids' books, definitely bring them down to the market during BookFest and donate them. We have street performer Dion Forrest. He's gone viral online, millions of hits. He's going to be playing the pots and pans outside. And we have an after party that runs during Bookfest. We call it an after party, but it runs during Bookfest a couple blocks away at Eastern Market Brewing Company. Free entry as well.
One of the things I think about too when you think of, we talk about bookstores and the lack of bookstores, really, are people reading books anymore?
Absolutely, 100%. Books.
This is just a different mechanism, essentially?
Yeah, people are definitely reading. And I mean, if you want to see it firsthand, come down to the Bookfest and check it out. You'll see thousands of smiles, thousands of books, comics, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I say that to Ryan every year. I'm amazed at how many geeks come out for the love of books, and I love it. Like my people are here.
So how can you get more information about the book fair?
You can always go to
DetroitBookFest.com
or EasternMarket.org, and it'll have all the information for this event and others to come.
Yeah, and so the authors that will be there, can you name some?
We don't really like to highlight any one
Okay.
vendor over any other, but we can say that vendors come from as far away as San Diego, Virginia, down south. I mean, the vendors come from all over.
Yeah, and so how much revenue is generated this weekend? I mean, do you see just the traffic picking up and more revenue?
Absolutely. In comparison to other years, and then in post-pandemic, you can definitely see that these small businesses are gaining financially with these events happening.
Bookfest has a big economic impact on the entire Eastern Market District, 100%, and Detroit in general, not just the district, but the whole entire city and the metro region.
Absolutely.
We get tens of thousands of people that come here.
Well, the Detroit Festival of Books coming up the third Sunday in July, Eastern Market in downtown Detroit, 100 vendors. Best of luck, obviously,
Thank
to
you.
your book fair.
Thank you.
6th year. All right.